Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm so nervous. Nervous for this date. Oh boy. I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about her. Is she nice? Is she mean? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Of course it'll be fine. I mean, it's gonna be fine. Ooh. Hi. Yeah, hi, it's Jared. Nice to meet you. Wait, what are you doing? Oh no! Oh! Hello everybody, my name is Jared and welcome to Jared Gaming. Welcome back to Sucker for Love First Date. In the last episode we played the first episode, which was with Ln'eta, which we've experienced before with although slightly different. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive straight in because this is uncharted territory for me.
Chapter 2. The King in Yellow approaches.
The King in Yellow, you don't say. That sounded like Missy. And here we are once again, in a world terrorized by slavering shadows and tentacled nightmares. Something as innocuous as an additional star in the night sky may be the most prophetic premonition of doom. Doom is slightly cut off from the screen for some reason. I hope that's not going to be an issue later on. For wherever the lurid golden light of the planet Carcosa shines, the long wicked shadow of the King in Yellow is cast. Behind that mask lie echoes of decadence and disorder, masquerades of limitless cruelty and hideous laughter in equal part. And of all the poor devils seduced by the lavish promises of the God King's court, the favored victims of the King's sadistic amusement are followers belonging to other deities. Such as us, huh? What? Where? Huh? What happened to Ln'eta? Did I zone out? What was I doing? Damn. I'm having one hell of a brain fart. I can't remember for the life of me what I was supposed to be doing. Everything feels so hazy. Was I going to work? I'm standing outside, after all. Yeah, that's gotta be it. The sun is setting, so it's probably around 7 p.m., which means I'm going to be crazy late. Fantastic. That's the beauty of working nights. I can't use the excuse that I overslept. Yeah, boss, I slept all day. Sun up to sundown. That's why I'm 6 hours early for my shift, huh? Those sound like the church's noontime bells. It's high noon? No way. They must be doing some special evening service or something. I can clearly see that as the golden hour right before sunset. I'll just have to ask someone for the time on my way to work. If it's not too late and I really hoof it, I'll just get chewed out instead of fired. Oh. Someone's coming home. Perfect. Fingers crossed that I'm not absolutely screwed. Yeah, look at the guy. Look at the guy, though. Hey, man. Sorry to bother you, bruh. You wouldn't happen to have the time on you, would you? Definitely not trying to mug you. Bruh? Hello? Hey. Hey? Is this guy ignoring me? Does this guy know who I am? Normally I'd say, whatever, and walk away, but he's, unfortunately, standing in the only stairway off this floor. The only way to exit the conversation is to shove past him, but this guy's giving me such weird vibes, I don't want to go anywhere near him. Ew. The longer I look at him, this guy seems more and more suspicious. That odd posture, he's slowly swaying in an uncanny, disturbing way, like a tree. An evil tree. The collar of his shirt looks filthy, stained with splotches of deep browns and reds. Is he bleeding? Does he even live here? I think we would remember someone like this living here. This is the top floor, and I thought I met all my neighbors. There are only 4 apartments up here. My only choices are to go inside and call the police or to walk past this freaky guy. I don't have the time to wait around for when the cops show up, so But just as I take a step, I kick something weighty with my shoe. It's bright pink with gold accents. Is it Ln'eta's summoning thing? It is a book. What's Ln'eta? But I died. The world ended. Oh, the shock freezes me in place, and because I was so distracted, we didn't see the guy multiply. I didn't even notice the... I duck inside my room, slamming the door in the suspicious man's face. Fumbling with the locks in a panic, I manage to turn the deadbolt. I take a few fearful steps back into the room, clutching the book to my beating chest. I died. I definitely died when I performed the final ritual. So why am I still here? Where is here? Locked in my room. I have nowhere to run. Ln'eta? Ln'eta? If Ln'eta was here, she could explain this, but... So what's the canon ending of the first game when we essentially become her chosen or whatever? Or breaking up with her? I'm assuming it's, giving in and letting the world end or whatever. Maybe there's something in this book that can save me. I need to hurry. Come on, Ln'eta, where are you?
Ln'eta, huh?
It's Missy.
Who is this Ln'eta you're trying to call?
How'd she get in here? Missy, what are you doing in my room?
I just so happened to overhear you saying, Ln'eta, where are you? You sounded like you were in trouble, so I let myself in.
This Missy is awfully pushy. How did you even get in here?
Your window is open.
You crawled in through my window. Huh? No, it's not. Either way, I'm on the top floor, so how did you...
Ln'eta sounds like a girl's name, right? This Ln'eta is obviously the girl you stood me up for, isn't she?
Pardon me, you showed up uninvited to my apartment, my private personal apartment that is not listed. What is her deal? I knew she'd be pissed I slammed the door in her face, but not so much that she wouldn't notice any of the things obviously wrong here, like the end of the world. Why doesn't she care about those freaky things stalking me outside, or that my room was full of evil idols and ritualistic tokens? Maybe she's into that sort of thing. I can explain all this stuff.
Let me guess. Accursed devices used to channel eldritch magics and do the bidding of outer gods.
Yeah, exactly right. Did you just randomly guess that?
No, I've just been playing coy. I know exactly what you've been doing.
I knew there was more to her than meets the eye. No pun intended. It's a golden version of my book. The book I used to perform rituals for Ln'eta. Hers looks way more ornate than mine. Considering I ended reality with mine, I can't imagine how dangerous hers must be. Wait a minute. The sky. The suspicious man outside. They all match Missy's book. The man matches the book? In what way? Is she making all of this happen? Is she like me? Oh God. When I expected her to do something crazy, I thought she was just going to show up with a hatchet or something. Missy, look, I'm sorry. I just got wrapped up in something. Please don't...
Sorry? You're sorry? Why are you acting so afraid of me?
You do have an eye patch. Not judging, but that is unusual.
Could it be that you know what this book is capable of?
I know all too well. But I also know that these incantations take at least 5 seconds to pronounce, and that's if she gets it right on the first try. I'm an expert now, Missy. Don't mess with me. So, worst case, I have 5 seconds to stop her. If I dash for my ritual knife behind her, I might be able to kill her before she does something terrible to me. If I can distract her, I might be able to buy myself more time. Missy. Missy. Look, I'll do whatever you want, of course.
Anything? I can be rather... demanding.
I don't like the way she said that. Name your price.
So bold.
Bold is my middle name.
In that case, I have 3 commands.
Oh, I'm no genie.
Number 1, you'll address me as Your Highness from now on. So when I come home, it's, welcome home, Your Highness.
I am not okay with that. When she comes home, she wants to move in, but that means... whatever, it's not like I'm gonna have to actually follow through on these. At least one of us is about to die. As you wish, Your Highness. What else?
Number 2, you'll quit your job so you can spend every waking moment catering to me, your one and only.
Sure. Whatever. Just a little bit more until I'm in sprinting range of the knife.
And number 3, you'll obey every order and whim I have, absolutely, without question. Do you agree to my terms?
We should not say yes. We should not say yes. It's gonna be like legally binding or something. Absolutely.
Absolutely. What?
Absolutely, Your Highness. So sorry.
I suppose if you will do whatever I ask, then There's no need to use any of these dreadful spells on you.
No.
As a matter of fact, I believe you can help me with them. Here.
Okay, she just handed over her book without a second thought. Yellow energy pulses and crackles from my fingertips. Is she not here to hurt me?
Oh, confused. I've liked you for a long time, and you're a capable bookkeeper. Handsome to boot.
Bookkeeper?
There's no reason we can't simply work together. After all, a relationship based on threats of violence and fear is no good, right?
Definitely not. But something is bothering me. How does she remember that I stood her up in the reality that ended under Ln'eta's awakening? How did she get in through my window? I doubt she was able to climb several stories dressed like that and to pass through my locked window without breaking it. There's only one possible answer. All right, Your Highness. I'm ready to enter my lifetime of servitude to you. I just have one small request first.
Being?
Could you tell me what this is? This is the test. This is the test everyone must take.
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it?
If she can pronounce it, that means... So, you're an eldritch god disguised as a human?
What? How did you figure that out so suddenly?
The old Worcestershire sauce test. Isn't it obvious? No human being can pronounce Worcestershire that.
Worcestershire. Of course not. It's an eldritch loanword. Why else would it be spelled like that? I was careless. After all this time I wasted trying to seduce you in this slovenly form.
Yeah, the eye patch is an odd choice as well. I'm stuck on the eye patch for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, you should have tried using your eldritch form instead. I would have fallen in love immediately.
What?
What?
You think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human?
Apparently so, but we've only met once, so can we actually claim this? 3D women are fine, but fourth-dimensional girls with non-Lucidian geometry are smoking hot. They've got curves I can literally get lost in.
If I had known that you're attracted to my cosmic godhood, I would have just led with that.
Yeah.
Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Esther, King in Yellow.
King?
Heiress to Carcosa. Charmed, I'm sure.
Maybe. She's gorgeous, a bona fide eldritch king. In my room? Oh man, all my fantasies of smooching and eldritch horror coming true. And eldritch royalty to boot. The king in yellow sounds familiar. I can't remember why. My memory of my other existence is kind of fuzzy. What I do remember is that her followers tend to be incredibly violent towards cultists loyal to other gods. Like Ln'eta. Kinda got swept up in the moment and almost forgot I already pledged fealty to a different god. This reality or not. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm already involved with another god. I'm following Ln'eta.
I know, so loyal, so faithful and devoted. That's why I want you to be my follower instead.
Can we just switch like that, though?
In exchange for serving me, I shall grant you anything you desire. Wealth, power, whatever that rotten witch Ln'eta offered you, I can double it.
I mean, she really only offered us a smooch. So if you double a smooch, is it 2 smooches or something more? See, she promised me a smooch.
And I shall... What?
Yes, you heard correct.
You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?
Might be. You heard me. So you'll match your offer then?
I suppose. If that's all you're selling the world for, then a smooch can be arranged.
I mean, to be fair, the world isn't really ours to just give away. So it's kind of a unfair deal for them. For us, it's great. We get free smooches and we're gonna die anyways, so... No way, you promised to double it. That's 2 smooches.
No, hold on a minute.
That was the deal. 2 of them on the lips.
All right, very well. 2 smooches
can't be the worst thing that these eldritch horrors have ever done.
Usually, my followers ask for inordinate wealth, unquestionable fame and influence, or some lavish indulgence.
To be fair, it seems a bit impractical to wish for those sorts of things if they're trying to unravel reality and all this good stuff.
Nobody's ever dared to ask to kiss me before, so...
She's blushing. For real.
You really want to smooch me?
How many times I gotta say it?
Well, your terms are amenable. Suffice it to say, I'll expect you to perform your scenes flawlessly in exchange.
Scenes?
The prompt book I gave you contains the script for The King in Yellow.
Huh? You mean the spellbook that I was so afraid of? It's just a damn play? This thing is just a playbook. Where are all the power-invoking rituals?
Rituals? Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand? No, we aren't barbaric swamp folk casting hocus-pocus in a cave. We have a little class. To invoke my power, my play must be performed perfectly.
Perfectly? I don't always get these rituals, scenes, right the first time. What happens if I botch my lines or set a scene wrong?
Your performance will receive a scathing review in the Carcosan Times publication.
Oh.
And you'll also be killed.
Oh, I'm getting those smooches no matter what.
Break a leg, dearest.
Oh, normally that means like good luck, but I think if she's saying it, it probably actually means to break my leg. Okay, well, here we are. We're still in our apartment. We still have things to do. Oh, there you are. Look at that. We have a new mask in the background. And our current objective, perform Act 1. The King in Yellow, Act 1, Invitation. Setting, exterior, in view of city. Host. Click and drag the first word of the first line slowly. First line. Whew. He said go outside. Wait. What? Bad end already. Oh, setting exterior in view of city. This is where we need to go. We need to go outside. Then outside we shall go. And then we will read the first line. Again. Oh, so now we are called dearest instead of darling. Oh, look, our buds are back. Greetings, stranger, fortunate fellow. 'Tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the King in Yellow, so come all ye in Ytl. Wear thine masks upon you to my masquerade until he may come to lost Ytl. Hope for us there may be still. Did it work? Ooh.
Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken. To the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou bark in the dim city of Ytl?
Ytl. Now I know how to pronounce it.
Only much attention, quite unwholesome, you'll instill from the souls of poor Ytl. Why attract so much ill will?
That is just what I must seek. See hidden somewhere amongst the meekly. 'Tis what invitee I seek. He shall all my mistakes undo. 'Tis the King in Yellow, whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth will come, and I, and you.
Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and this whole town will know anguish. For the King is whom they say, which shall this city indeed smite. If he comes, Ytl and you and I will know his might. All be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price?
Wearing this expensive clothing, pardon from my family's loathing, lasting till I'm decomposing all my friends whom strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be proud because I have brought the King to us. Did we do it perfectly? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Bravo! Simply splendid.
I did good. Smooch time? Why, thank you. That was actually pretty fun. I haven't gotten to flex my acting chops since high school.
You're no stranger to the stage, I can tell.
The world is a stage, my dear. Yeah, I was a theater kid. My school did Macbeth.
A virtuoso of the bard, are we? If you've performed Shakespeare, then you must be an actor of sufficient ability to survive my play.
No, I sure hope so.
Tell me, what role were you? The leading man, I presume.
But of course, I was tree number 4.
I wasn't aware that was a role.
Of course it's a role. It's not.
You weren't even the leading tree?
Don't worry, I was actually Macbeth.
I thought you said you were a tree.
Acting.
Oh, you are good.
Yes. Whoa, hey, what's happening to you?
Don't fret, dearest. Something is simply passing between my planet's light and your bedroom. A cloud, perhaps.
Interesting.
You know the proverb, wherever the golden light of Carcosa shines, the shadow of the unspeakable one is cast? It's a literal rule.
Oh, yes, that proverb. No.
I can only be wherever the light of my planet star Carcosa shines.
Huh. Interesting.
In other words, I can't reach you at nights when you're not standing in natural light, or if anything obstructs your view of Carcosa.
That explains why Missy had a weird daytime curfew. She literally vanished when the sun sets. What a Cinderella-like curse, especially for an eldritch horror. That also explains how she got in my room. My window may have been locked, but the curtains were open, allowing the light in. So she can't get into my room if I close my curtains? Presumably.
Aw, I was quite enjoying my time with you. I wanted to stay a little longer. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow. It may be some time until your sky clears. Until then, I bid you adieu.
Whoa. We got a kiss on the forehead. I was not expecting that. Did our mind just get blown? Well, looks like I have one hell of a choice to make. Ln'eta hasn't been summoned yet, and Esther is stuck outside for the moment, but I have a moment to collect my thoughts. Between Ln'eta and Esther, who do I want to smooch? Or maybe more accurately, who am I more afraid of? Do I stay with Ln'eta, or do I follow Esther this time around? She is offering twice as many smooches, after all. I need to make my choice. If I want to stay with Ln'eta, then I should focus on casting spells from her book. If I want to smooch Esther, then I should open my window again when the clouds clear, and use Esther's book. And if I try going for both, well, walking down the middle of the road is bound to get me run over. As long as they aren't both in the room at the same time, I should be safe, right? Oh man, what am I going to do? Either way, I need to talk to Ln'eta. She might be an avatar world-ending calamity, but she might be able to help me get my head straight. Speaking of my head, why does my forehead feel kind of sticky? Oh, we got some golden lips on our forehead. We do not look happy about it. Alright, well, I guess we need to perform the calling ritual, so we're going back to Ln'eta. Interesting. I didn't think that we would see her again. Close the curtains, turn off the lights, light the candles. No talky talk? Mortal, for what purpose have you...
Darling, it's you!
Yes, it is I! Hey, Ln'eta. It's nice to see her, despite everything I've been through so far. Sure, she may have ended the reality I was from, but she never lied or deceived me in any way. She was very upfront about, world-ending calamity. She told me upfront what would happen, and I did it willingly. I'm really glad you're here, but... Can you tell me what happened to me? To that world we dated in?
That reality fell to me. Nothing there exists anymore. Like a dream that ends.
So we're in a new reality. Just as I thought, only... Then why am I still here? Why did I survive when the rest of that reality didn't?
Oh, darling, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing.
Oh, she really does like us, I think.
You're still here because I'm
Yes?
I'm still dreaming about you.
Oh, that's so sweet in a weird, eldritch, creepy kind of way.
Everything in existence is being dreamed about by at least one eldritch god. So as long as you're on my mind, you'll exist somewhere.
That's actually kind of sweet in a terrifying cosmic way. Yes, exactly. What would happen if every god stopped dreaming at the same time? What if you woke up all at once?
Everything, including all of the gods, would cease to be.
So I don't know that much about Lovecraftian lore and everything, so if all of reality and existence is there because there is a god dreaming about it, so does that mean that there is a god dreaming about the gods as well? Oh, it's too much for my brain, and that can just happen at any time.
Nah, don't worry. There's about 50 of us total, so the chances of all of us being awake at the same time are low.
There's only like 50 of you in all? She probably knows Esther very closely.
Kind of a big family, huh?
Family? Do you know Esther by chance?
Esther. Darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Oh. Sister?
Ugh, I can't stand that prissy little boyfriend stealing.
Uh-oh. Don't, have a great relationship with her?
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Thanksgiving dinner. Must be awkward. Good thing I washed my face. Playboy instincts jumping out there. Is that what we are? If Ln'eta saw that lipstick smear on my forehead, I'd be in hot water right about now. Well, I still am in hot water now. Actually, I've gotten involved with her sister. A messy affair is bad enough, but with a family member? I'm toast if she finds out. Looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now if I wanted to. For now, I should work through Ln'eta's spells again. Eldritch Hand saved my ass last time, but I better cast that one in case I'm unable to talk again. Sheesh. Listen to myself. What the hell is wrong with me, man? I don't even recognize myself in the mirror anymore. Who am I? Okay, let's go ahead and get the old mouth on our hand again, shall we? Ooh. Good. What? Ew, its mouth is open now. It was closed before. Shit, still as unnerving as I remember. In this reality, this is just my hand now, forever.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date.
A date?
Why don't you open your window? Let a little light in here?
Oh, no. I don't like light anymore. Oh, no. No, wait!
But what? What is it?
It's almost like I actually startled her. You sure you want to do that?
What do you mean?
I mean, don't you want to shower first before you go out like last time?
Huh? Why would you suggest that?
Oh
no. Don't tell me. Do I still smell like the ocean?
No. Just a little itsy bitsy tad salty.
Heavens below. I'm so sorry, darling. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No peeking, bye. I love you.
That was a close one. If she opened that window, Esther would have came. I would have been a goner. Looks like the clouds have cleared and Ln'eta's out of the room. If I want to date Esther, it's go time. Otherwise, if I want to stay with Ln'eta, I need to make absolutely sure that window never opens ever. I mean, in the first chapter, we couldn't ever open the window anyways. It's time to choose. From this point on, my actions will have consequences. Oh, so we can switch down here. What happens if we peek? The same thing as before. Still worth it. Okay, so for now I say we follow the Esther path just because we haven't really done much there. Hey, Esther.
Don't do that!
Don't do what? What? All I did was say hello.
Don't speak my name, dearest. There's a reason I am she who is not to be named. A mortal saying Esther summons me to them.
Oh. If I can't say your name, what am I supposed to call you?
You have many options. You may call me your majesty, your grace, my king.
It's a lot of options.
You could even call me your royal highness if you're feeling particularly subservient.
Esther. We're really on thin ice.
Stop that!
So we can perform a masquerade. Makeup guide. Backstage, in an enclosed room with a mirror, prepare the host for scene 2 by doing the following. Masquerade mask to hide the face, elegant robes, and a ritual knife. Okay. We have these things. And a mirror. We're just going to perform this masquerade right in here with Ln'eta in the shower. Probably a bad idea. When all is complete, look in the mirror to ensure the costume is prepared properly. Hey! Ooh, right, looks like everything is in place. We're just bleeding from the eyes beneath the mask. I feel all gussied up. Even for me, this outfit's pretty loud. But even so, the beauty of this whole ensemble is out of this world. If Ln'eta is showering in here, I better meet with Esther in the other room. Obviously, all I have to do is stand where the planet's light can reach me, and... I already know what you're going to say, Your Highness. Yellow is more your color than mine, but I still look pretty good, right?
You clean up well. I'm impressed. You'd be presentable before my royal court in that.
Yes, it's a pretty snug fit. The mask almost feels alive, like it's molding to fit my face perfectly.
Quite the opposite, dearest. face is molding to fit the mask.
I feel a twist of metal digging into my temples. Yeesh. It stuck to my face somehow. That's why we were bleeding from beneath the mask. Ow! Ow! It really won't come off.
I may have failed to mention that we reenact the play with deadly accuracy. From this point on in the play, your character never removes his mask. So neither shall you.
Okay.
This surely shouldn't be a problem for someone who is planning to be my eternal servant. Correct?
Totally. I can't even blink anymore. My eyelids are stretched to meet the indifferent metal of the eye holes.
The mask and your face have become one. Your every pore is now gilt in gold.
Ugh. This is... What? Do I have to wear this to work when I see family? Dude, I don't think any of those things are going to really exist anymore for you. You're going down a road you just can't come back from. There's no more work. There's no more family, friends, or anything. It's just you and these eldritch ladies. When I see Ln'eta... Wait a minute. Those strange people outside, they all had masks stuck to them too. Are they past followers who became Esther's servants? Is that going to be my fate? Okay, so we need to perform Act 2. Act 2, the Constellation. Setting, interior, well lit. Let's turn on them lights. Enters wearing robes and mask, which I believe we already have. Welcome, company much cherished. May my loneliness thus perish. To this evening we shall share, which should be wasted by myself. No attendants have arrived tonight, alas, besides thyself. But I'll be beside myself, when the king reveals himself.
Lay thine hands upon my bodice, for before you stands a goddess. Know this guest of goldenrod is merely the first of the night. Let us drink to your great wealth and family and life, lasting till your afterlife. I'll be yours once he arrives.
Yes, until my schemes may flourish, we shall haunt my empty fortress. Let us dance a whirling dervish while we feed our appetites. By the morrow we shall know if the king came tonight. Midnight marks the final chime. Until that comes, there is still time.
May be graciously obeisant, demonstrate a courtly patience. He declines no invitation he receives upon his court. All who live in doomed Yatil will know without report. The king arrived by your escort. A prophecy of grim import.
Oh. Yes, indeed. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
An immaculate performance, dearest.
Yes, I know.
Bravissimo.
Yes, isn't it?
There's only one more scene to reenact, and then this world will be mine.
I probably should have asked before we got to the final act, but this play isn't a tragedy, right?
No, it's not. The ending is actually quite hilarious.
Comedies! Comedies aren't really that great either, I don't think. Oh, that's actually a huge relief. What happens?
Your character is slain and all of his wishes come true in an unexpected way.
I said, what did I just say? What did I just say about comedies?
In his ambitions of greed, influence, and fame, he dies penniless, alone, and infamous.
Wait, my character dies? I'm going to die. I thought you said it was a comedy.
Comedy is merely tragedy from far enough away, dearest.
What is funny and what is not is indeed relative. Is she implying that she thinks my death would be funny? I get that she's an outer god, so human morals don't really apply to her, but that's gotta be cruel even for her. No way can I go through with that, sorry. I don't want to die again.
I anticipated that you might get cold feet after learning of your character's fate. However, my wrath is terror far beyond a touch of stage fright.
Mm-hmm.
So, for your sake, dearest, do the f***ing scene.
Okay. Perform banquet. The banquet. Food preparation guide. Prepare the scene 3 by doing the following. Retrieve ingredients, red fire candles, and allow the king into the room. Red fire candles are lit, ingredients are in here, and the king is present. Do not make a mistake or a hungry, uninvited guest may arrive. And then chant. No voice? Simply exquisite. Yes, I believe this banquet will do nicely. She didn't speak it for some reason. The room seems filled with the mouth-watering aroma of perfectly seasoned meat and fresh fruit. There must be a magical component involved here because I see no less than 3 of my favorite dishes. Esther is strutting towards my bed.
Surely you don't intend to merely watch me eat, dearest?
Maybe? I didn't think she was going to let me have any. Don't mind if I do.
That's not what I meant. Instead of watching me eat this feast, you'll feed it to me.
Oh, okay. Should have seen that coming. What was that? It sounded like groans of murderous anger from outside the door. Was that from the masked stalkers outside? Are they hungry? Let them in, let them eat. If they've all got masks on their faces, they must be Esther's followers or even ex-partners. Then their groans were of jealousy? Makes sense. They've been locked outside all this time. I bet they'd kill for a chance to spend any time with Esther.
Just a moment, dearest. What is the thread count of your silken sheets? At least 1,000, I presume.
Definitely silk? My blankets are cotton, lady.
Perhaps I'll just stand while you feed me instead.
This is gonna be awkward, isn't it? If she's that uppity, maybe I'll start with the grapes. Something that'll feed a princess complex.
Delightful.
I'm glad. Hey, think I could have one of these? It's just 1 grape.
Dream on. My lips have already touched it. If you want an indirect kiss, you'll have to be more clever than that.
I'm just hungry. Oh, yeah? So you won't eat anything my lips have touched either?
Of course not.
You were eyeing this cream puff, right? Would you like me to feed you a bite?
Oh, heavens below, yes. I am pleased by this new attitude of yours, dearest.
Are we gonna smooch this dessert? I casually take a bite out of the cream puff.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, we are quite defiant. Delish. It's so good. Never had anything like it. Nom, nom, nom.
Let me try.
Oh, you want a bite? Even though my lips have touched it?
I don't want it after all.
You don't know what you're missing. Well, if you don't want it, then I guess I can have some now, right?
Hey, hold on.
It's really delicious. Nothing tastes better than food with a twist of eldritch magics. It's a shame you don't want any of it. What's it gonna be? Watch me eat your favorite dessert, or suffer an indirect kiss? I mean, she already kissed us on the forehead, so I don't know what she's so worried about.
Give me the cream puff.
What was that?
I order you to hand over the cream puff.
Very well, my king. I offer over the other half of the cream puff to her eager hands, but instead, I forgot I was hand-feeding her. Is she gonna eat my hands off? Her lips are insanely soft against my fingers.
It really is delightful.
I got a bad feeling about this. She's damn cute when she drops her sadistic front. I'd do more, but I feel those husks staring jealous daggers into my back. They'll tear my head off if I let this go on. Are they able to, watch, or are they outside? Shouldn't we save some of this for the play? It'll hurt the performance if we eat the entire set, won't it?
I suppose. Very well. Let us resume the play.
I thought so. Perform Act 3. Act 3, Eclipse. Setting, interior, no light besides an open window. Mood lighting, check. Robes and mask, check. Perform Act 3 we shall. Damn the night and morrow scornful, wicked morning unremorseful. Why tonight must I be mournful for ambitions unfulfilled? After all my preparations, all the daylights I have killed, why is it us only still? Oh, why are my wishes unfulfilled?
Why so livid at your actions that permitted this result truly befitted to a hunger such as thine? Though your greed is grave and tomb and crypt in which you die, it's within your grease you fry. Dearest host, the end is nigh.
Wretched guest, you've come to mock me. For bemusement thou wast hawking, and so in the town you stalked me to watch my schemes fall apart. Strip thy mask, apologize, then hastily depart. Leave thee just my broken heart. Leave naught else in whole or part.
I wear no mask, now witness, for it was thee who hast permit this golden guest to own the dimness of the city of Yatil. Lo, for I'm the king in yellow, whose long shadows on Yatil, and whose shadow you're in still. Dark as death is now Yatil.
Urk, draw thy blade from mine contusion, my life reaches its conclusion. Cruelty matched by your delusion that you truly are the king. Yes, you would have granted all my wishes, not forsaken me. If indeed you were the king, why would you have murdered me?
But I've granted all your wishes. I'm afraid I disagree. All alone you are with all of your remaining family. And as vision turns to darkness, you have claim to all you see, and you'll wear that mask and robe for the rest of all your life indeed. And the strong will fall to illness, haunt you till with crypt-like stillness, and none left alive to witness my ascension to your till. And from the catacombs shall spill the cries of innocence laid stilly, heard from lady and from smithy and from throne to peasant mill. Cries unprecedented in the history of your till. Wails unlike they'll ever be again in dark your till. That your invitations quill.
Just keeps going and going.
King to black your till.
This must be the final act.
Listen to that applause, dearest. The euphoria of a flawless recitation.
Innumerable voices make up the cacophony of cheering outside my door. Fanatical revelry, screams of terror, and sadistic amusement, all amidst thunderous applause. The king has come.
Smiles, dearest, smiles. Aren't you proud of yourself?
Not really. Why did you use a stage knife? I'm really bleeding. Oh, she stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. I'm really bleeding out here. My blood streams from a gaping wound in my chest. My abdomen is unseamed.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will. Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins. The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches? Plural. You promised. Plural, you said. You'd give me 2.
Even now, that's really all you can think about?
I mean, I'm got a dagger sticking out of my chest. What point is there thinking about anything else other than my inevitable reward?
Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound, and you're worried about smooches? You are an interesting human. It is a pity that you'll soon cast away your individuality for me.
It is a pity, or is it not? Perform the yellow sign. The yellow sign is only visible or drawable by those who have witnessed or performed the King in Yellow play. Like us, like ourselves. Being exposed to the yellow sign after witnessing or performing the play The King in Yellow will cause a permanent irreversible obsession with the king, her court, and Carcosa. This insane obsession persists after death. Oh. If you are content to spend your life with the king, dim all lights, leaving your window open, and light black fire candles, this will allow otherworldly images to reveal themselves. Draw the shape below without the X on the chalkboard.
Behold, the yellow sign. Become my slave, my eternal captive audience. I am entropy. Disorder. Where things are built tall, I appear to knock them down. Monuments, nations, relationships.
Oh. Some of these husks have wedding rings on their fingers.
I steal the hearts and minds of the rich or powerful to break them, and litter my court with them like gold dust.
But I'm not rich or powerful. But why me of all people? I'm broke, exactly.
Because I am the breeze of chaos that knocks down any tower that challenges the grandness of my court. Your relationship with my sister was one of those things.
Oops.
Before, I only pursued you because you have a great deal of clout amongst the night-going crowd and shrewd, wealthy types. You would have been an incredibly powerful servant who would have been able to draw in countless wayward souls that meet my standards. At least, until that reality ended and you undid all of my hard work.
Oops. Sorry.
All of my followers that I had stolen from Ln'eta. Gone. in an instant. And I had no choice but to abandon that reality. There's nothing left to destroy if nothing exists, you see.
Oh, that makes sense.
But in this reality, I've stolen away her most powerful asset. You. Just as I've stolen every member of my entourage.
All the husks, they're bleeding from their chest onto the elegant robes, just like me. All these people, why?
Why? Because it's what I do.
No, I mean, why are they still here? Aren't they kind of third-wheeling our moment here? Kick them out!
Huh?
We gotta get the smooches on, baby. I don't want a frickin' audience for that.
Such a defiant tone. Why aren't you under the effects of the yellow sign?
Apparently I'm quite special.
Were you unaffected? Did the spell fail?
I don't feel any different.
You're supposed to be obsessed with me!
I already was since I first saw you. That's why your little spell didn't work.
You can try and resist it all you want, but one way or another, you're my eternal slave from now on.
Are you proposing to me? I accept.
No, dearest, I'm not talking about marriage. What I'm talking about is catering to my every whim, anticipating my every desire, and living solely to please me.
So marriage. Yeah, that just sounds like marriage.
No! I'm talking about a servitude where you do nothing but kiss the ground I walk on and revere me for all of time. A servitude unlike anything on Earth, where you never so much as think of anyone else.
I am waiting to hear the difference between that and marriage. No, we have that on Earth, and it's just called marriage.
It's different!
It's not, actually.
Is too!
How so?
It means no freedom. Forever. You are only permitted to do as I say.
Yep.
And it means preparing every single one of my meals for me, whenever I so wish.
Yeah, for sure.
And it means never being allowed to quit your servitude. You'll never be free of me so long as you live.
Until death do us part, even?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, but you're literally just describing being married. I mean, hey, if that's what you want, then I'm in. Let's get married.
Dearest,
Yes?
you shouldn't.
Is it official then?
I stole you away. I ruined your relationship with Ln'eta.
I preferred you from the beginning. I already broke up with Ln'eta in the other reality, actually.
Why are you being so persistent? You can't really want to marry me that badly. You're just trying to act all smooth so I give you your second smooch.
Save it for our wedding day.
You can't be serious.
He was indeed serious. The king in white. She still looks surprised. Oh my gosh, there's so many different ways that could have gone. Holy shit. Okay, so there was a couple different ways we could have gone back when we first got the Eldritch Mouth in our hand. So I want to try to explore from here to see if we can find some of these other endings. So I wonder what happens if I open the curtains now that Ln'eta is in here at the same time.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Darling, who?
Stoking those fires.
Dearest.
Yes. Uh-oh. Ooh,
My sister? You did it!
she came right in without even asking.
Oh dear.
Look at me, darling! What's going on?
Well,
Oh dear.
obviously your darling has been playing us for fools. I thought I had you wrapped around my finger. To think you broke your vow of fealty for this slovenly understudy.
Esther, I knew you were a bedazzled, dime-a-dozen hussy that beds the first literate ass-kisser that'll sit through your little skits, but I expected better from you, darling! Did you really think you were just going to date two outer gods at the same time and get away with it?
I mean, our character does seem like the kind of person who would think that they could get away with that, yes.
Hold on, did you just call call The King in Yellow a skit? It is a composition of theatrical genius that a Philistine like you couldn't appreciate if you had another 1,000-year sleep to mull it over. But if my play is too cultured for your tragically unrefined sensibilities, perhaps you've heard the one about the watery tart who never gets a second date. That one is true comedy.
You uppity little...
Oh dear. Hey, calm down, you two. There's enough for me to go around. We can all just smooch and make up. Oh, guess not. That was a bad ending. I kind of figured that was going to be the outcome. So we do have a path up here after Metamorphosis that probably just is further with Lynette. So I'm going to explore that as well from the Metamorphosis moment. Okay, so we have performed Metamorphosis. Now I'm going to just continue with the objectives for Ln'eta, which is to perform the Dark Communion, which is essentially what we did in the first chapter. We'll see how this proceeds. There's the breakup. It's completely tore out. We can't even break up at this point. Eldritch Embrace. Very spooky. Wait, Ln'eta?
Yes, darling?
I'm just checking, but you haven't tampered with my book, right?
What do you mean?
This Eldritch Embrace spell, it looks a bit different from the other rituals.
How strange.
Yeah, strange indeed.
Oh, what's the use? You caught me. It's not a real ritual. I see how hard you're pushing yourself to make it through these spells for my sake. I thought maybe you could use a break from the real rituals, so I could spoil you a little.
Spoil? Ah, that's actually pretty sweet of you, but there's no time for breaks.
Not even a quick one?
A quickie? I can't lose sight of my singular goal, smooching ya.
Well, all right. I'll leave you to it then.
You're leaving?
There's something I need to check on. It's probably nothing, but you haven't seen anything strange lately, have you?
I've seen plenty of strange things lately. Outer gods, hands with mouths.
I meant things beyond the usual strangeness. You haven't noticed anything watching you, have you?
No?
Sorry, I guess I'm being the strange one, huh?
A little bit.
I'll just be right back. Stay safe, okay?
Okay. Weird. This is funny, very spooky. Don't worry about these steps. All you have to do is give Ln'eta a big ol' hug. So I'm just gonna do the final pledge and see what happens.
Wait!
What?
I need to talk to you first.
What about? What is it? I'm ending the world.
What if we didn't complete the final ritual?
What do you mean?
What if I stayed to sleep longer? So we could have a little more time together. Just you and me, lingering in a doomed world, alone. Like an endless dream come true. Doesn't that sound nice?
It does sound nice. You would do that? Am I doing it anyways?
Wait, no!
Oh.
We were finally going to be together forever!
We did it anyways. I didn't choose to do it.
We would have been so happy.
Oh. This reality is doomed. You said it once, the dream has to end eventually. If you keep a dream going on forever, it has to become a nightmare eventually. Or worse, it becomes reality. Take a look at the world around us. Take a good look at me. Is this what you want our reality to be like?
Of course not. But my dream of being with you forever.
It's really sad. Can never come true. But we can be together for a short time. Forever.
But I'm not ready to say goodbye again. Why can't we just stay for good? Why can our time together only be brief meetings and long farewells?
It is the nature of our existence.
What if we're saying goodbye forever?
If I am your dream guy, then there's no way this is goodbye forever. It's no big deal. You can always dream of me again.
Darling, please don't go. I can stay asleep a little longer. I can.
I'll be right back.
Darling!
my god, it's so sad and tragic. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Darling,
Jeez.
thank you for giving me a dream wonderful enough to remember clearly.
What? Awake end 2. My darling looks like this. Remember that when you dream to see him again. Oh my god. That was really freaking sad. Oh, I can't get the ritual mask to stay on over my masquerade one.
But you aren't alone. Is everything all right? I'm here.
Uh-oh. She's finished with her shower. That was a long shower. We went through an entire play. Yeah, I'm just working on my pronunciation. She's right in front of me. Maybe if I bury my face in this book, she won't notice the mask is fused to my face. We're reading it upside down.
Aw, are you stuck on a word? I can help you sound it out.
Oh, no, I got it. I'm a big boy. Relayan can't be harder to figure out than English.
It would probably be easier to read if the book wasn't upside down, darling.
Oh, that explains why I couldn't read it. Okay, I think I got it now.
Darling, why are you holding it so close to your face? The font shouldn't be that small.
My eyesight has been going for a while now. I gotta pick up some prescription reading glasses, but I keep putting it off.
I didn't know you need glasses.
Oh, I usually wear contacts.
But you aren't wearing them now?
I guess not. I must have dropped them on the ground somewhere in the last reality.
Darling,
Yeah?
put the book down.
Uh-oh. Gulp.
Now.
Uh-oh. That's it. I'm screwed. If she sees this masquerade mask on my face, she'll know I've been meeting with Esther. Think. Oh. Uh-oh. Too late. Quick, the bathroom.
Darling, open this door.
Oh, how'd she not see us, though? Will that door hold? No telling if this mask is still on my face when she gets in. So I have no other option. I dig my fingers under the edge of the mask. It's gonna sting. It's gonna leave a mark. It feels like I'm pulling my very fingernails off from mere millimeters of leverage. The mask feels fused to my skin. I'm taking off large chunks of flesh with every pull. Oh God. This pain, it's unreal.
What's going on in there? Let me in.
Oh God. It's do or die. I take a deep breath and pull the mask forward until my skin is taut and there's no more give. Then those sounds.
Why did you lock me out, darling? Heavens below, what happened to you?
I don't know. I can't even formulate thoughts right now. Whatever happens here, happens.
Is that why you were hiding your face? No, baby. I don't care about any of that. I'm not so shallow that I'd fuss over what you look like.
But she doesn't seem to notice how different we look.
I'm here because I like you, no matter what happens to you. So don't be so self-conscious around me, okay?
Okay. Ln'eta.
Shh. Just let me hold you.
Okay. She's too sweet. This feeling right now almost makes tearing off my face worth it. Almost.
Just stay right there until you're mentally prepared to continue.
Okay. I end up blacking out from the pain. Waking up sometime later in my bed, the golden mask was nowhere to be found. I wonder what we look like right now. Oh, dear God. I already used up my supplies to cook for Esther. Oh. All that's left is leftovers from her banquet.
That's no good, darling.
Oops.
It's no good to leave dirty dishes out, especially after eating so much. You know, it's important to take your diet seriously. You should be more careful when your health is on the line.
So true. So very true. I'll remember that.
This much food. It's surprising that you were able to eat it alone.
Yeah, well, I know I don't look it, but I'm a big eater, especially with sweets.
You're so interesting, darling. I'm learning something new about you every day.
Yes. I can't tell if she's onto me or if she's in denial, but I sense I'm in trouble.
It just can't be helped if you got a sweet tooth.
Yes.
Do you want me to feed you the last of it?
Oh no. What, the leftovers? I'm good.
It's no good to waste food, darling.
No, you're right. I should watch my diet more carefully.
If you've already eaten the poison, you may as well lick the plate, as they say.
Okay, and at this point, now I have heard that saying from the first chapter. I'm full.
Make room in your dessert stomach.
She's merciless.
Say ah.
Oh. No.
Huh? You don't want to eat?
I'm good.
I wonder if this isn't the food that you like. It sounds like you're saying this was for someone else. But that can't be right. After all, my darling wouldn't secretly be hosting communion with other gods behind my back. Right, darling?
Those are dangerous eyes. I've got my back against a wall here. Even if she knows I have to keep up appearances here, or she'll drag me to oblivion without a second thought. I reluctantly unclench my teeth and open my mouth. A juice-soaked morsel from the leftovers is shoveled into my mouth. It feels gritty with an unusual texture, like it's covered in thousands of small hairs. Ooh. It tastes straggly. I can't even begin to guess what food this used to be. I'll try to gulp it down before I can taste it, but it's too big to swallow whole. If I just bite it in half once and swallow the pieces, I might get it down before I gag. As I bite down, it bursts like a tomato, filling my mouth with a sweet juice. Oh God. It's not a tomato. It tastes extremely fruity, sort of pineapple-y even. That is good. It's better than good. It's great. It's godlike nectar, instantly addictive ambrosia. More. I need more. It's too delicious to have just one bite. It's seriously like nothing else. As soon as I swallow, I feel the immediate effects of withdrawal. My fond memories of any other food fade to utter disgust. The mere thought of ever eating anything else makes my stomach churn. I greedily take another bite, filling my mouth with as much as I can. The smooth nectar bursting of every bite swims around in my mouth, coating every surface. It's so delicious that it's making my mouth tingle. Huh? Did I just bite my cheek? Why do I taste blood? The dull tingling suddenly turns to a sharp sting, then to an unbearable burning. My whole mouth feels raw, like I'm gargling acid. It's like my mouth is being digested. I lurch to spit it out, but my willpower fails me. I just can't bear to spit it out. It's too good. Just a little while longer. Let me chew it just a little while longer. The food falls out of my mouth with a splat as a heap of bloody viscera. It might be imagination, but I swear I spat out twice as much as I put in my mouth. The horror.
Good boy. You know how much I love to spoil you. Do you remember the last time we did this? When you couldn't speak back to me?
I do remember.
So, you know what happens next, right? One last ritual, and then we say goodbye again. As always, take as much time as you need. I'll wait as long as it takes, darling. Who knew waking up could be so exhausting?
Black fire reveals secrets. So I have the black fire candles lit here, and I'm going to read this and see what it does. Oh, what does that mean? So here's another thing. Do not make a mistake or a hungry, uninvited guest may arrive. So we need to do something here. Maybe different candles and not letting her in here. And then we can see what this uninvited guest is all about. Let's see what happens. Oh. What is this? I don't understand what that means. Allow me to fulfill my end of our agreement. 2 smooches as promised.
Close your eyes,
Oh.
dearest.
Yeah, I guess we never did actually get the smooches from her. We smooched her in the end and got the one ending. Ah, ooh, enslavement. the hearts matter. Like, we had 1 broken heart and 2 full hearts, and we got, like, the basic ending. And I think if you get all 3 hearts, you get, like, the proper ending, and then maybe 3 broken hearts, you get, like, a really bad ending. Because there are ways you can screw up that get you the broken heart without dying, so we just have to figure out how to find those. Deserve anything.
You'll get nothing from me. Will I take everything from you?
I think we're getting a bad ending here. So no smooch?
None.
Oh. Not even 2?
If I wasn't going to give you 1, why would you think I'd give you 2?
Hopeful thinking, I guess. You know, I think I hate people that go back on their word even more than I love smooches.
Hate? What's with that defiant tone? You're supposed to be under my control now.
Say, you're the embodiment of light from your planet, right?
Why, yes, I am.
So, in a way, the planet star Carcosa is also you, right?
Well, yes, but what could you possibly mean by asking that?
It means I just figured out a way to get the smooches you promised me, even if it means taking this whole planet with me. Carcosa in the event that stage lights fail mid-play, perform this ritual to bring Carcosa closer to your current location, only use in case of emergency, and only cast it once. What? I don't remember this in the book.
Hey, you're only supposed to cast that once. Carcosa is close enough.
We're saying it again, I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce it.
What are you doing, casting that spell repeatedly like that? That spell only brings Carcosa within a dangerous distance to the Earth. But why do something so pointless? If you keep casting it, Carcosa will move closer and closer to Earth.
Oh.
Don't tell me. Are you trying to smooch my planet itself?
I guess that's what we're trying to do. Say it again.
Heavens below. You're serious?
We are insane.
Come now, we can be reasonable about this.
What are you worried about?
If you crash Carcosa into the Earth, it'll be an extinction-level event for humanity.
You guys are trying to do that anyways.
I'll lose every member of my court that I worked so hard to steal from Ln'eta. There's no need to do anything drastic. You'll die instantly.
Dying once or twice is a small price to pay for smooches.
Wait! Don't you like being with me? Think back to all the good times we had on our date.
Carcosa is such and such and such. You've met with a terrible end, haven't you? Oh, Carcosa. This is like the worst ending. And the planets did smooch. Humanity may have been lost this day, but the greatest smooch of all smooches was smooched that day. And never before would another smooch see its like again. Alright guys, well I've been at this off camera for a while now, trying to find this very last ending, and I think it is coming down to getting broken hearts with Ln'eta. But unfortunately, I think there's a bug that is keeping me from progressing. There's a part where you have the banquet with Esther, and then if you try to have the dark communion with Ln'eta, but you've already had the food with Esther, you should get a broken heart, but for some reason it is giving me a actual full heart. So I'm unable to achieve the very bad ending with Ln'eta, even though I'm trying, I think, that, or I'm just not finding it at all. I'm pretty sure it's a bug, though, so unfortunately I'm going to have to end the video there. We're not going to be able to get to the final chapter until this is fixed. Hey guys, Jar right here from the future, I guess. I just couldn't let this go. I had to find this other ending, and I did end up finding this other ending, but I'm still thinking that it was kind of bugged, because I had 2 full hearts with Ln'eta until I got to the end, and then they magically turned into broken hearts, which gave me the meet again ending instead of the end zoned ending. Not exactly sure how it happened, but it also happened off camera, but I still ended up getting it. And another thing I realized that I think in the first chapter, when we first got this and we couldn't pronounce it, when we first got the Eldritch Mouth, I never came back and tried to chant now that we have the Eldritch Mouth. So I'm going to give that a try right now. Are we using our rock and roll hand mouth thing? And there's the final secret, which unlocks the final chapter. So take back what I said at the end of the video previously. We do have access to the 3rd chapter, and we got all of the endings. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and please leave a comment, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. You've been awesome. Let's play again soon, and I'll see you in the next video.